Are you looking for the best motorcycle helmets? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best motorcycle helmets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Shoei Neotec III. While the Shoei Neotec III, $900, doesn't get an ECE 22.06 rating, it's still exceptionally safe. The UK Sharp Rating Agency, an independent testing body, gives this construction 5 out of 5 stars, which is telling, in our book. As for function, the Neotec III is nearly as quiet as the Schuberth C5 modular, and we think it's comfier. The design has very cushy internal padding, especially the cheek pads. Excellent venting helps to reduce fogging up, even at low speeds, but doesn't whistle at 60 miles per hour. We love the convenience of lifting up the bottom half of a modular helmet, so we can take a swig of water or chat with buddies. But usually, air leaks lead to howls on the highway, which we didn't experience with the Neotec III. Shoei should get props for the meaty controls. We could easily find the center detent to raise the visor or pop the lock to raise the chin bar. Both the chin and top vent controls also slid with ease, even on a cold highway ride while wearing oversized winter mitts. For communication, the brand included the routing for their in-house SRL3 cables and speakers, which use the Sena protocol technology. That way, you can seamlessly talk with pals who ride with Sena comms in their own helmets without needing to pair the devices. The SRL3 setup is a separate purchase, though. One factor is that this Shoei is a hair heavier than the Schuberth C5. However, the Neotec III comes in 3 shell sizes, while the Schuberth is available in 2. Again, the Neotec III is massively comfortable. Mile after mile, we found ourselves marveling at the cushy fit and the aerodynamics that quelled the wind. For daily shreds, you'd be pretty hard-pressed to find a better choice. Number 2. Bell Moto 10 Spherical Helmet. The Bell Moto 10 Spherical, $900, comes in just below $1,000. Our expectations for this helmet were sky high, and they should be. You should expect an elevated experience from the jump at this price point. Thankfully, Bell delivers. When we first received this helmet, we were blown away by everything from the packaging to the product. It arrived in a plush, velvet-lined carrying bag. The carbon finish and subtle graphics were stunning. We were thoroughly impressed, and we hadn't even put the helmet on yet. When we did, we found that the fit was consistent with other Bell helmets in the Moto line. The adjustable visor is integrated and sleek. The jaw pads connect via magnets. The chin strap has a magnetic keeper, too. The liner is soft, smooth, and redesigned from the Moto 9 to distribute pressure more evenly across the top of the head. It offers the best airflow of any other off-road helmet we've tested, too. Though it's heavier than some of the other carbon offerings from different manufacturers, it feels light. It's certainly lighter than our old Moto 9S Flex, Bell's previous high-end carbon offering, and the fit and finish were superior in every measurable way. All that is good, but we buy helmets to be safe. Thankfully, the Moto 10 has safety features and earns certifications from DOT, SNELL, and ECE. At the same time, this helmet is heavy compared to other offerings in the space. If you are particularly sensitive to this specification, we suggest taking a look at the Fox Racing V3 magnetic helmet, which is over 1/2 pound lighter. Bell invented the full-face motocross helmet and has been making helmets for over 100 years, so you can rest assured that they've continued their legacy with the Moto 10 Spherical. Number 3. KLIM Krios Pro. ADV helmets with a peak that shades your eyes and a spoiler can be a bit fat. The KLIM Krios Pro, $750, breaks the odds. This moto shield is insanely lightweight, especially for all the features packed in. We credit the Koroid, an inaugural moto technology previously used in bicycle helmets. The material uniformly equalizes force in a crash, like the crumple zone of a car, where the accordion dissipates force by spreading the energy. Koroid is composed of thousands of tiny tubes, so it's mostly air. At speed, we noticed the Krios Pro is exceptionally well vented. Even though the brow venting is minimal, we felt the airflow over our dome as we rode. Unfortunately, the minimal forehead slit meant this bean saver got toasty when we were pawing around an off-road track in first gear. To help, the large mouth port adds suction and prevents fogging. We love the brilliant, no tools designed to remove the peak and visor. Just twist the dual locks on either temple and unthread the top screw. Then, you can remove or adjust the angle of the eye shade. Once the anchors are popped, you can even yank the visor off to pair the lid with goggles. Or swap out the clear lens for the bonus photochromic one, which darkens in sunlight and brightens in shade. Dual sport riders that move between forested dirt track and pavement will especially appreciate a photochromic option. Or if you want a quieter helmet that still protects your eyes, lose the peak and keep the lens attached. Oversized controls for ventilation at the mouth port are a major bonus. You might recognize the Fidlock chin clasp from ski helmets. The magnetic clasp easily snaps shut, which is especially handy while wearing gloves. If you have a Sena Bluetooth kit already, then you're in luck because the Krios Pro is designed to be compatible with the system. Drawbacks? Peaked lids will always be a little noisier than their smoother counterparts. While the Krios Pro has a dual position option for its peak, finding the ideal angle for shielding your eyes while not having air pressure at higher speeds is a bit tough. That said, this ultra-lightweight design diminished fatigue while steering off-kilter rocks and gritty trails as well as blasting down the interstate. Number 4. Bell MX-9 Adventure DLX MIPS. The Bell MX-9 Adventure DLX MIPS, $370, moto helmet is an upgraded version of Bell's tried and true MX-9 Adventure MIPS. The only notable difference is a transition shield, a great-to-have element. We've tested the standard MX-9 Adventure on a month-long ADV ride across Europe. There were many nights where we wished we had a transition shield versus needing to stop and wear clear goggles for the remainder of the day's ride, so this detail alone demands a look if you're in the market for an entry-level ADV helmet. The shield transitions quickly and adapts to whatever lighting conditions you encounter. It's treated with anti-fog, anti-scratch, and UV protection, and our experience with this helmet tells us that the spec sheet stands up to real-world use. This is a well-executed shield and a worthy upgrade over the standard version. After 100 hours of use, we've only recommended this helmet for folks riding primarily off-road or going slow on the road. The adjustable visor is a menace at highway speeds. We opted to remove it altogether versus getting our neck whipped around. Unfortunately, the noise at highway speeds is nearly unbearable, even with earplugs. The upside is that it's very ventilated, and this level of airflow, combined with the Ionic Plus liner, provides a great experience in the heat. Still, please be honest with your use case before purchasing, as it's only a small notch up from a motocross helmet and goggles in terms of wind noise at high speeds. If your ADV riding is more than 25% on the road, we'd point you toward another option in this guide, like the KLIM Krios Pro. Obviously, it's best to try on a helmet in-store that works best for you, but if you are ordering online, it's important to note that helmets across Bell's line have different size charts based on your measurements, so make sure to double-check before ordering your standard size. The Bell MX-9 Adventure DLX MIPS is a comfortable and reasonably priced adventure helmet for primarily riding off-road. Number 5. Shoei GT-Air II. A close relative to the Shoei Neotec III, the Shoei GT-Air II, $699, is a great alternative for those not interested in a modular design or for those wanting something a bit more wallet-friendly without compromising quality. While Shoei does not ECE certify its helmets in the USA, the DOT rating and its history of superior safety ensure a premium level of protection. The vents on the GT-Air II are impressively easy to operate while riding, even with heavy gloves. We appreciated this feature during high alpine rides where the weather quickly shifted. This is a notable improvement from some previous Shoei models that we have tested over the years. The visor also has an extra detent to allow riders to keep it cracked for extra airflow, but we didn't find this feature necessary. The integrated solar shield came in handy as well, both on sunrise and sunset rides or on long mileage days when wearing sunglasses can result in pain points on the temples and ears. After hundreds of miles of riding Colorado mountain backroads and highways, we did identify a couple of small areas for improvement. The helmet itself is larger and a bit heavier than other top choices, but its overall stability and comfort, even at high speeds, was not noticeably compromised. The helmet was a smidge noisier than expected, too. We recommend riding with ear protection anyway, which rendered this issue unnoticeable. If you're like us and enjoy tunes on the road, this model is designed to work seamlessly with the Sena SRL2 intercom system, sold separately. There is a dedicated area for the device on the side of the helmet, as well as wire channeling built into the internal mold, a battery storage compartment at the neck, and recesses for the microphone and speakers. These features are ideal if you're using the compatible device, but we found that, although not impossible, they were actually a slight hindrance when installing a different brand of intercom system. In our experience, Shoei consistently delivers incredibly comfortable helmets. With 6 helmet sizes and the option to swap internal pads for an even more specialized fit, they continue to shine for overall fit. The sizing runs true to their size chart, too, which makes online ordering less stressful. Overall, we highly recommend the GT-Air II for its smooth wear, versatility, and quality of materials.